Thank you for your time. What's your name again?
I'm Selena. Nice to meet you guys.
Where are you from?
I'm from China. I'm from China, Beijing.
Okay. So today's topic is the, I think in Japan we don't have a tip culture, but here we have a tip culture, right? How about your country?
No, China,
right?
we don't have that, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I think a lot of Japanese people are thinking, how much percentage of tipping like they should pay when they come to Canada, when they come to a country where we have to pay the tip.
Right.
So basically, when you go to the restaurant, whenever you go to some place where you have to pay the tip, how much percentage of the tip you pay?
I say it really depends on what kind of the levels of the restaurant. Say, for example, I remember my friend, she was going back to China, so I was like having a really nice dinner with her. And the total bill is about 200 to 300 bills. So I think I pay about 20 to 25%.
Wow, it's a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot, but the service was really great. The server took time to explain everything, and I didn't feel pushy. Some of the waiter, not to blaming them, I understand. Everybody needs money, but some of them they're trying too hard because when you're still in the middle of your eating, they will just come say, how do you feel the meal? I was like, I'm eating, it's great. But it was like the interruption of my, eat was a little bit too much for me. Because in China, I don't feel I get that much when I was eating, because we don't have a tipping culture in China too. But depends on the service they gave. If I feel they really deserve a lot of tip and their authenticity there to give you a very good experience, especially when you go there with your friends, you just want to enjoy, especially say for example a birthday or a holiday, you just wanted to enjoy your life, right? If they provide a really great service, I'd say they deserve a lot of tips. But I do see sometimes when I go to say Subway, they will have the
I know what you're gonna say.
The machine, they will say tips. I would say, what? But this is Subway. I'm not paying for tips. This is crazy. So I guess it depends on. I just feel comfortable of offering tips for whoever I feel that they offer great services, but not necessarily it's a mandatory thing to pay tips for everything, because it can go really, really crazy.
Whenever you go to some authentic restaurant, some a fancy restaurant, how much percentage do people have to pay on average?
That's a good question. So I rarely go to very fancy restaurants.
Because your friends pay 20 to 25%, right?
That was what it was. I'm not really sure, but definitely not 10%. That's probably too low.
Too low already? You think it's too low?
I think maybe 10%, based on the 200, 300 bills.
Okay.
I guess 10% is probably too low. Maybe 15, I'm not sure.
Probably 15%.
Probably, yeah. Still depends on the service. I always ask my friend, I'll just pay the same amount they pay. I'm not too sure. I don't have the habits to dine in a lot. I usually do the takeout.
Okay.
And sometimes they ask us to pay for the tips when we do the takeout, so I'm not sure. But I just feel the tipping culture can be very crazy. My friend, she was traveling in Europe, and she said one of the happiest thing that she feel is you don't have to pay tips in Europe. You just pay.
In Europe, they don't have a tipping culture.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess it's just North American thing.
It's a North American thing.
Probably, I'm not sure.
But you would say maybe 15%.
Maybe
that people have to pay on average? Maybe more?
Maybe more, maybe 20.
Okay.
I say 20. I think it was 20 because sometimes in a restaurant, they don't even give you the option of paying for 10 or 15.
No.
They do have the option of you can pay the amount that you enter. They
like a section, right?
Yes.
10%, 50%, maybe more.
Yeah, but sometimes they just they gave you the option, but then not giving you the option, they sort of push you. I don't feel comfortable about that. but again, depends on the service. Some people they're really nice. They offer you the right emotions that you need. I was like, yeah, why not?
As you say, in China, you guys don't have a tipping culture, right?
We don't.
So do you think if you got a chance, like developing tipping culture in your country, would you agree with it or you don't disagree with it?
I don't agree
You
with
wouldn't disagree with it?
Yeah.
You wouldn't? How come you think so?
I think we have a different way to pay the waitress. It's
really?
more of, how do I say? Maybe people will pay more and then say you keep the change. Maybe they develop a great relationship. Say for example, if this is a restaurant that was built right near my house, I go there very often, and then everybody know me. I know everybody, and we sort of develop this, friendship kind of relationship.
Like,
it's not really tipping. It's
If the restaurant is nice, so some of the guests can be regular customers for them.
Yes. Well, I'm not sure because I haven't gone back to China to live for a long time for a while.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but as far as I know, the tipping culture is not really fit in China.
Interesting.
How about in Japan?
In Japan,
would you agree?
I would actually.
Oh, really? Why?
Because they are doing a really great job, especially in the restaurant. Because I would say whenever some bad customer try to bully you, you have to say sorry. It's my apology, even though if they are bad. So that's why I think they have to get paid more.
I only gone to Japan once, but then I say the service there is really great. Everybody's very polite, but sometimes it can be inhuman polite. Everybody's human, and then you get tired, and that's understandable. I think it's the owner's responsibility to raise the wage of the server instead of, as customers, we have to pay more, like the tips and stuff, right?
That's a good idea.
Right? It's because you want to treat them better, but then if the owner doesn't want to pay them, and then it really depends on the customer to pay them. That's not really fair because we're here to consume stuff. We understand that they work really hard and they're under a lot of stress, but I guess it should be, the owner raising their wage instead of. Last time when I went to Japan, one of the flight attendants accidentally spilled some juice on one of the customers' pants, and she was on her knees and then cleaning everything. And I was like, okay, I understand, but it's just maybe doesn't need to be that strictly to people who's in serving industry. And they're also people, right? Some of the stuff I see on social media that you can see people are under too much stress when they're in serving industry. But what I know, but I just feel they deserve to get treated more nicely, and, with lightness and stuff. So
Okay. That's really nice opinion. Thank you so much. We've been recording for a long time, so I don't want to take you so much time.
皆さんいかがでしたでしょうか。今回は中国の女性にチップ文化についてどう思うかインタビューさせていただいたのですが、なかなか面白い見解が聞けましたね。皆さんはチップ文化についてどう思いますか。また日本にもチップ文化は導入すべきだと思いますか。コメントでぜひ教えてください。このチャンネルでは外国人、海外で挑戦する日本人とのインタビューを通じて海外に関するリアルな情報を知ることができ、リアルな英語が勉強できるコンテンツとなっております。海外に興味がある、英語を本格的に勉強したいという方はチャンネル登録、高評価の方よろしくお願いいたします。それではまた次の動画で。バイバイ。ビザの取得や学校選び、一人で留学準備には不安がいっぱい。そこで私たちライフジャーニーでは皆様のそれぞれの夢に合ったスタイルを提案させていただき、留学を全力でサポート。ご相談の申し込みや簡単3ステップ、概要欄のリンクからライフジャーニーの公式 LINE を追加、チャット欄のボタンから簡単な留学に関するアンケートを入力、内容を確認後カウンセラーがご連絡差し上げます。皆様のライフジャーニーがより素晴らしいものになるよう全力で応援します。ぜひお気軽にご相談ください。